Hey y'all, Dan with the Southern Paddler Channel. Today I'm on Cotaco Creek with my brother Alabama Floats. He's doing a little fishing and I'm just out here relaxing. We're enjoying this beautiful sunny Saturday. We hadn't had many of those this spring. I've heard from several different sources from TVA, who obviously controls all the dams and the water levels on the Tennessee River here in North Alabama and several tributaries. They, along with some other weather sites I've seen, said that we've had, TVA said the third wettest May on record. And we had a lot of rain in May, and unfortunately most of it seemed to come on the weekends. So really hadn't been that many trips. I was fortunate to get to do the Greenbrier River a few weeks early, the first week of May up in West Virginia. And that, I got 3 videos out of that, and that's kind of helped fill the gap. But other than that, I've just not had, really good Saturdays to get out and do a trip somewhere. I've done some local paddling, but even when it hadn't been raining, it's been windy. And just the waves just make for it's just a hassle on the water, doesn't make for good video, good viewing. But anyway, we've got a beauty today, and of course, though, true to form, we had kind of wanted to go to the Buffalo River up in Tennessee, and they're calling for storms this afternoon. And so with a chance of strong storms, we didn't want to drive 2 hours, be that far away from home, or be out in the middle of, they have an 8 and a 10-mile trip. Didn't want to be in the middle of that and start thundering and lightning and a torrential downpour. So we just decided to stay local and really didn't even have a plan for today. We messaged last night and we was like, yeah, Saturday, just with the forecast, because it was the same in Waynesboro, Tennessee as it was here in Decatur, Alabama. And so he's just like, all right, yeah, driving 2 hours for a paddle trip's not a good plan tomorrow. So we just left it at that. Well, I woke up this morning a little before 7, had a message from Alabama Float saying I'm headed to Cotaco Creek. So, and I was planning on getting out anyway. I knew looking at the forecast we could probably get in a morning paddle, but we just didn't schedule anything, and we was just like, we both were just gonna sleep in. And but anyway, he decided to come on out, and I just happened to see it early, and most of my stuff was ready, so I loaded up and came on out. Oh, I'm in my new canoe as well. I'm in my new Esky Prospector 16-foot. Kind of halfway thought about doing a little review or talking about it at some point, but again, with so many Saturdays just kind of being rainy and overcast and not good paddling weather, today I just wanted to get out and just enjoy this beautiful day, and it has been gorgeous. We've had a little bit of a breeze now and then, but it hadn't been bad. It's warm. It's probably 80 and 90, and mostly sun. We got some clouds moving in. They are calling for rain this afternoon, so we're probably not going to stay that much longer. We'll head back, but it's been a great morning. Glad we came out. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little intro here on for our little short morning trip on Cotaco Creek, and I'll check back with you a little bit later.
Oh wow.
I don't know what happened to him after the rain last night.
Largemouth.
Yeah. Ain't biting like they were Thursday. Honestly, that. But I've noticed a lot of like sticks hanging down in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that means the barometric pressure increased.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, I think I remember reading something about that. I could be totally wrong.
Well, again, I was going to kind of check some of that, but maybe once we get around this little S bend up here, I'll pick up the signal again.
Starting to see a few more clouds.
Yeah, I'm starting to see some of them high, large area clouds. Looks like on the, I guess to the south of us here is where that is.
one.
Yep.
So you think we'll get a running? I don't know, man. I don't see a paddling on that thing. Part of me likes to think I can make it.
It would be possible. But I think if I cut that right there, of course, I don't know if it'd get out of the way enough, but
Well, can you cut through on the end over there? I'm sure it's crap too small.
we'll see.
Like a little bit of a gap, at least halfway through. Watch your camera.
Okay. Actually, I can get under right here. You could if you laid your poles down. I'd have to take my camera off.
Oh crap. Yeah, I just crushed my camera. All right, got it cleared out through there. You have to kind of angle through and then cut back to the right. I might cut that limb on the way back. I don't know, it depends on how much time we have. And the only reason I didn't really cut it before is just because it's bigger, and you gotta be careful with cutting bigger limbs when they fall. You don't want them to land on your boat or kind of snap back and hit you or whatever. I cut some of a limb that was supporting it first, so it took a few minutes. I made some smaller cuts, but anyway, I was able to get through. It's still tough getting through all this crap that's jammed up here, but with that cleared out, I think the next rain we get, maybe the current will push that through and it won't be so jammed up next time. But anyway, I got through without having to take my camera poles down. Alabama Floats got through over there. He just took a couple of rods down and was able to go under the tree over there. So anyway, that will work. The last time I was out here, I saw that, so I knew it was there. And I came prepared with my saws today. I used to take them on most of my trips anyway, just in case I ran into something like that. But I kind of got out of the habit of it, but now I'll start doing it again. And now I got sawdust all over me and inside my boat and a whole bunch of spiders. But that's okay. Got a little path cleared out, so I'm continuing upstream, gonna meet back up with Alabama Floats. And that's just part of what you do when you're paddling on the creeks. You gotta sometimes keep them open. So, not a big deal. We're moving again.
I think our caretaker is retired.
Uh-oh, kind of getting a little overgrown, huh?
I'm sitting over here getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I'm about to get back in the boat once I reach home. Doesn't look terrible up by the fire pit. It's not great.
Yeah. Yeah, probably didn't get a lot of use in the summertime because of the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, it's getting close to noon. We've been out here several hours. I actually got here, Alabama Floats got it here at 7. He's about an hour before I did. I got here at 8. And so yeah, we've been here 4 and 5 hours. It's starting to get solid overcast now. We know we got some storms coming, at least that's what they're calling for. It's starting to look like it. Solid overcast. And right now, we've been in and out of signal. At times I have one, and even with one bar, I couldn't get a radar to load. The hourly forecast shows that it really goes up around 2 or 3, so we're not really, I don't think, under a crunch right now, but as slow as it's been for Alabama floats, I think he's thinking about heading back anyway. But we'll pick up some signal if we head back towards the bridge. We're a little bit upstream now, so we're trying to keep an eye on that. But it's still been a beautiful Saturday, and we've really enjoyed our time out on the water today. And so we're just going to kind of play it by ear. That's the other thing, is we're close to the trucks anyway. We could probably be back in 10-15 minutes, so even if it started raining, it wouldn't be horrible. But yeah, we're just thought I'd do a check-in. We're probably getting close to heading back in a little bit, but we're not going to be in a big rush. So I'll update you once we head back to the truck. I never could get a radar to load, but I mean, I don't think we're in any kind of imminent danger.
Yeah, I think we got time.
And we're, barely 15 minutes from the truck, so.
Yeah, I may just go ahead and float on back.
About done with it, huh?
Yeah, the buzz wearing me out.
Man, there's a lot of crab here.
It's crazy, this little creek comes out of nowhere, it's full of crap.
I know.
It blows my mind.
Yep. All right, got that big one cleared out right there. Make it a little more of a straight shot, but won't help a whole lot as far as what's backed up there. But maybe, like I said, the next rain, that'll clear out some, but that'll make it a little easier to get through for the little boats anyway. All right, my front camera isn't working anymore. Maybe a good reset. Time without battery will help it, but for now the back one's all I got. But we're almost back to the truck, so we're just going to finish up here, and we'll see y'all on the next one.